Right. Popped everything in the chat for the moment. So let's see who joins in. Happy New Year to you all. For anybody who comes across the video. Oh, yeah. Hello, my lovely. Did you have a good Christmas? Yeah, fine, thank you. How was your Christmas? Or your holidays? Good, good. Hello. Oh, sorry, I can't say your name. Guri Kumari. Ah, so you got Coco Star and Raphael. Okay, Spirit, Coco Star. To Iman. And Raphael to Iman. Raphael a boy? I think Raphael's a boy's name. Are they both boys? Hello, Kumari. It's easier to say Kumari than the first bit. You think so, right? Okay. Okay. Raphael's energy is easier to read. Okay, going to be a bit of an emotional little soul. Okay, but going to be very watchful. Okay, going to watch every move. I'm picking up about drinking with him or that bird, Raphael. Okay, so just make sure that he's always got water, or keep an eye on what the bird is drinking. I know that can be difficult, but you know what I mean. Does he like to perch on you? You know, sit on you? Or is there something wrong with his foot as well? Or something about his foot? It could be a different colour. It could be something different about it. But there's something about his foot. It's like he likes that freedom as well. There's something about overseas with him as well, but I'm not sure if it's like in a past life or something. He's been overseas, you know, he came from overseas, or He's come from overseas, I don't know. Yeah, so watch his foot, watch drinking. Okay. The other one I feel is going to be quite needy. They're both grateful that you've got them, but they're totally different beasts to the others that you've got. A totally different energy. You know how like the new babies that are coming into this world are quite switched on and a different sort of energy. They're a totally different energy. So they're going to be quite independent and not as, although this one's quite needy. I mean, it could be that it's always asking for food, wanting food rather than attention, but they're totally, it's almost like they're stubborn. They're both sort of independent, totally different energies to your previous birds that you've had. Okay, totally different energies. So good luck with them, my lovely. Keep me posted. Yeah, there's something really weird, different energy with those. Okay. Hello, little light, my lovely. Hello, Nessie. Why is Dia reaching out to me telepathically? She's alive. Oh, right. I should hope so. Right. Why is Dia reaching out to Nessie? Just thinking about the relationship that you had. Okay. Sometimes when when you're separated from somebody and they're going through a low time, okay, there seems to be a family situation around them, okay, Nessie, that they will reach out, they will be thinking about good times in their life or situations in their life. Okay, so I very much am getting from spirit that Dia has been thinking about you and you're picking up on her energy or his energy or her energy. Okay, on their energy here. As it's only 2 cards, I'm not getting whether they will reach out to you or not. There's no action. It's just sort of a reminiscing, thinking card. There. For those of you who have just joined in, welcome and Happy New Year, my lovelies. As I'm doing, people have jumped in with readings already. Please scroll back through the chat to see the sort of gumph that I put in there so that you are familiar with what's going on in this live session. Okay, little light. Okay, 2 things, little light, for you with your Virgo. He is still contemplating, still doing a lot of thinking. Okay, but with this card, with this man who's sort of serenading the lady, okay, this is always a romantic card for me, making a romantic gesture or coming forward in a more flirty energy way. Okay, so we still got sort of the winter here, so that's still January and February. He might be a bit sort of cool still, bit hesitant or a bit sort of to himself. But then I feel as we move forward into spring, hopefully he will start to come forward in a more positive way. Hello, Char. Okay. Right, I'm going to... Oh, Oh, you're in Canada. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to do the first of the collective readings, which is a spirit message. Let's see what spirit wants to tell us. Okay, spirit. So during the live, I do 3. So there's 3 readings are 2 cards only. Okay. If you want more insight or clarity on your situation, then there are various prices. Okay. You can get your, a pay for a reading, which is bigger. If you are interested in that, let me know and I'll put all the gumph in the chat as we go along, but you can look in the description box or on my post, the channel's post. Okay, so I also do 3 collective readings. So the first one is a spirit message reading for anybody who wants to listen. If it applies, it applies. If it doesn't, if it resonates, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Then at the end, I put after the live is finished, I put the timestamp. So in the previous lives, you can go and see the timestamps there. For the one after the spirit message is love. And then not straight away. I mean, I'm on here for 2 hours, so spaced out throughout the live. And then the last one is career. So we're starting off with the spirit message. As long as you're over 18, I don't need your birthdays to do readings with. Okay, so the spirit message is quite clear. Okay, we've got Archangel Uriel. And the card on here says, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. Then Spirit is asking you to look at the bigger picture. A lot of us stay so limited. Throughout the day, our minds are either in the past or in the future, but not in the present. Okay, so some people aren't even aware of what they're thinking. Your thoughts are like spells. You're either going around cursing yourself or you're going around having, good luck, casting good spells. Your words get reflected back to you. You will experience what you're thinking quietly or out loud if you're going around moaning and complaining. Okay, so Spirit is saying, look, get your emotions balanced. Okay, look at the bigger picture and stay optimistic. Okay, your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. And how do you get that? So many people say, well, what do I need to do to get this to happen? Just be yourself. When you're being yourself, everything comes to you. When you're trying to force, when you're trying to come from that lack, desperate, needy energy, you are pushing the thing you want further away from you. So just be yourself. This situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. Why is it your personal power? Because you are a powerful spiritual being hitching a ride inside this body, okay, which is known as a human being. Okay, so your spiritual self knows the quickest, fastest routes to things. It's our brain that stops us getting there, okay, with doubt, with fear, with negative thoughts that you're having. Okay, so Spirit is saying, if you want what you want, you can have, but stop quitting and look at the bigger picture. And all you need to do is be yourself. Spirit is saying to me, remind everybody that you are a being, not a doing. You're a spiritual being and a human being, not a spiritual doing and a spiritual human doing. Okay, so just be yourself. When you're in the flow of life, When you're loving yourself, everyone's loving you. When you're choosing yourself, everyone's choosing you. When you're prioritizing yourself, everyone's prioritizing you. When you're spoiling and pampering yourself, everyone's spoiling and pampering you. When you're waiting for others to do it, you'll be waiting a long time. And you will feel let down and disappointed, Spirit is saying, because you are the source of love. Others are just a companion to our love. Okay? And again, Spirit is saying you don't become happy because you find love. You find love because you're happy within yourself. And that's where a lot of people just chase love and don't feel contented. Yes, only PayPal. I can't get the chat thing, super chat here in the UK. Excuse me. The collective love reading will be at I've got to keep an eye on my dog. If I suddenly disappear, it's because my dog's not very well. So she might want to go out. Do you want to go out? Right. Which is now. So talk amongst yourselves. Go on then. Good girl. Okay, sorry about that, but we don't want a mess on the carpet. Right. Okay, where were we before we're rudely interrupted by doggykins? I was saying about the collective reading, wasn't I? I can't remember. I think I do it about 1:45. Yeah, the love reading about 1:45, and then the career collective reading at 1/2. Oh dear. Out of breath. Too much Christmas cake and mince pies. Where are we? Hello, Nido. Hello, Valerie, my lovely. Yes, you can. Let me just put the prices have changed. Doing it different. Where are we? And the link. There you go. See if that link works, Valerie. Yeah. Okay, my lovely. Yeah. All right, Valerie, let's come back to your story. I'm going to say just an overlook for this next month or two. Any guidance or spirits? Well, okay. Wow. All of these are the same. What Spirit is saying to you is, first of all, in your energy, I assume that your person is showing up either more lovingly, or you're seeing him as more loving. Okay. All three of these are watch your thoughts. Remember, your thoughts are being sent out and reflected back. Okay, your thoughts are not private in your head. So keep on top of what you're thinking, the stories you're telling, the labels you're putting on things. Okay, remember, you're the leading lady in your life experience. Nobody has any power, control, or authority over you. Okay, and lots of love. You're holding this red rose, so you're loving yourself. Remember, when you're loving yourself and choosing and prioritizing yourself, your person is over you like a rash. When you're focused on them, they're focused on themselves and not focused on you. Okay? Again, standing in your power. All right? Feeling more balanced, but also we've got contract. So it could be that there's something to do with work. Okay? A new, something positive at work, whether it's a promotion, pay rise, transfer, or just something changing that is favorable. Okay? Yeah, money. Okay, now this one for me can be financial security and emotional security as well. Okay, but that is, Spirit is saying pull that one because it goes with the contract. So are you expecting some changes in work over the next 2 months, my lovely? Definitely things, the seeds that you've been sowing, okay, you're harvesting them now. Okay, so over the next 2 months you're getting those rewards for all your thoughts and all your work that you've been doing, my lovely, really, because you've trusted the process, and carry on to trust. Okay, remember, everything is within you. You're transmitting that frequency, and you're going to get it reflected back. Okay. Yeah, well, it certainly looks like it's going to take off, my lovely. Okay. And Spirit is reminding you that you are already who you want to be. Okay, and that everything you want is already yours. All right. Tell you what, these little candle tea lights, Con, look how much wax is still in there. And it's run out already. Yes, you have come a long way. But aren't you noticing? Remember, your words are the same as spells. A spell is no different. It's a belief. A curse and a spell, you know, a good spell or a bad spell is no different. It's what you believe. Okay, so the words you're telling yourself, you're either going to go around cursing yourself and wondering why everything's going wrong, or you're getting something positive. Okay. Yeah, you're already married to Valerie, to Eric. Hello, Stormy, my lovely. Hello, Mel Mel. Yes, thank you, Stormy. Oh, what have you had done, my lovely? Good, good. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you feel better, because sometimes that can be just as bad as any bones or cuts or wounds. Ah, good. Good, good, good. And I'm glad Dad and the dogs are great. My little pickle is not very well at the moment, so sending her lots of healing. Thank you, my lovely. That's very kind of you. I like this time of year as well because all my favourite series are starting up again. There's three series I like. One's starting back up today. They do the Christmas specials and then they launch the series in the new year. Right, lots in the chat for you to be reading as it's quiet.